Philippe Coutinho trained with Brazil on Tuesday, despite having not played for Liverpool this season. The football world is awash with gossip. Transfer talk is monitoring the whispers ahead of all the summer moves. Check out the latest deals and potential deals here. Top story: conflicting reports over Coutinho's fate just when you thought it was safe to go back in the transfer waters. Philippe Coutinho's summer move to Barcelona rears its ugly head once again, with Liverpool standing firm to keep the Brazil international, who was seen training with his national team despite not having played for his club yet this season due to illness and injury. Barcelona are once again ready to up the bid. So how much will Barca pay after having 3 enormous bids rejected already? According to Yahoo Sports, a Spain and England record fee of €160 million, including add-ons. But there continues to be 2-3 sides to this never-ending transfer tale, with the Liverpool Echo saying that the Anfield club's CEO Peter Moore has rubbished the latest report suggesting that Coutinho will be a Barcelona player by the end of the week. And to further muddy the waters, Mundo Deportivo reports that the Catalans have readied a plan B if they cannot prize Coutinho away from Liverpool, with Paulo Dybala, Antoine Griezmann and Thomas Lemar as suitable replacement options. One thing we know for sure: this saga will have an ending one way or the other by Thursday. Craig Burley tries to wrap his head around latest reports that Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is close to joining Chelsea. Ox rejects Chelsea move. Arsenal's Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has turned down a chance to move to Chelsea and would prefer to move to Liverpool or stay at the Emirates, according to a BBC report. Oxlade-Chamberlain, 24, was the subject of a bid from Chelsea on Monday, with an ESPN FC source confirming that a fee had been agreed to bring the attacking midfielder and wing-back to Stamford Bridge. However, the BBC reported on Tuesday night that the England international has rejected a £40 million move to join Antonio Conte's team because he wants to be used as central midfielder and not at wing-back, where he believes Chelsea envision using him. In another revelation from the report, Oxlade-Chamberlain would apparently prefer a move to Liverpool over Chelsea in order to get his chance to play in his preferred role, with Jurgen Klopp's team expected to make a bid before Thursday's end to the summer window. Craig Burley believes Leipzig's Naby Keita and Monaco's Thomas Lemar would both fit in well at Liverpool. Arsenal squad turns on Alexis. Speaking of Arsenal players, the whispers of discontent are crescendoing into a dull roar at the Emirates, if the Telegraph is to be believed. The paper reports that the majority of the first-team squad have now had enough of Alexis Sanchez and the saga regarding his future. Manchester City have made no secret about their interest in the Chilean star, and, while a bid of £50 million was rejected by the Gunners late on Tuesday, it looks like Alexis will finally get his wish and move north. Tapen's Shkodran Mustafi is a target of Inter Milan, with Sky Sports reporting that the Serie A club have offered Arsenal £23 million for the Germany centre-back. The outlet reports that Inter would also be open to a loan with an option to buy, although the 25-year-old is still thought to be part of Arsene Wenger's plans for the Gunners' defence this season. The Sun suggests West Brom are lining up a move for Grzegorz Krychowiak, with Tony Pulis looking for cover after the departure of Darren Fletcher to Stoke. The Poland international, also a target of Chelsea and Leicester, never settled into life at Paris Saint-Germain and does not appear to factor into Unai Emery's team despite a high-profile move from Sevilla last summer. Follow @Spench on Twitter to keep up with the latest football updates. Page 2. Philippe Coutinho trained with Brazil on Tuesday, despite having not played for Liverpool this season. The football world is awash with gossip. Transfer talk is monitoring the whispers ahead of all the summer moves. Check out the latest deals and potential deals here. Top story: conflicting reports over Coutinho's fate just when you thought it was safe to go back in the transfer waters. Philippe Coutinho's summer move to Barcelona rears its ugly head once again, with Liverpool standing firm to keep the Brazil international, who was seen training with his national team despite not having played. Craig Burley believes Leipzig's Naby Keita and Monaco's Thomas Lemar would both fit in well at Liverpool. The football world is awash with gossip. Transfer talk is monitoring the whispers ahead of all the summer moves. Check out the latest deals and potential deals here. Top story: Reds Keita move to start spending spree. Liverpool's reported club record move to sign RB Leipzig midfielder Naby Keita next summer could be the start of the most expensive recruitment drive in their history, according to the Mail. Liverpool announced on Tuesday morning that the deal for Keita had been struck, and the ESPN FC crew talk highly in Mbappé, Thomas Lemar and more as the window draws to a close. The ESPN FC crew talk highly in Mbappé, Thomas Lemar and more as the window draws to a close. The ESPN FC crew talk highly in Mbappé, Thomas Lemar and more as the window draws to a close. With the transfer window coming to a close, David Moyle predicts how likely it is that these rumoured moves happen. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to Chelsea 75% after turning down Arsenal's offer for a contract extension. The versatile English international is set to leave. While Liverpool are interested, Oxlade-Chamberlain prefers to stay in London, and a £35 million deal with Chelsea is set to be agreed. Alexis Sanchez to Manchester City 50%, while the Gunners have constantly claimed. ESPN FC's Craig Burley weighs in on the mess at Arsenal and whether they would sack Arsene Wenger. It's the story that has given the final days of the transfer window an adrenaline shot. Manchester City are said to be ready to offer money and Raheem Sterling in order to land Arsenal's Alexis Sanchez. Arsene Wenger is in a difficult situation with Sanchez, who could go for free next summer if he doesn't sign a new deal. Should Arsenal cash in? Club bloggers Andrew Mangan and James McNicholas have the say. Would Sterling be a worthwhile signing for Arsenal? Andrew Mangan. When the latest transfer rumours from around the world. Things change in the blink of an eye in football. The Football Whispers Index takes the latest transfer rumours and gives them a score out of 5. The higher the score, the more realistic and reliable the whisper. Here are today's top 5 emerging whispers for the summer. And keep an eye on Transfer Talk for all the latest gossip. Thomas Lemar to Liverpool after qualifying for the Champions League last week. Liverpool flexed the financial muscle by launching 2 bids for Monaco winger. The FC panel respond to your tweets about the transfer deadline, struggles in Manchester and Arsenal's season outlook. Which players are attracting attention in Europe's biggest leagues? Introducing Scouting Spotlight, looking at 3 players each week whose performances are making headlines. Dayot Upamecano. RB Leipzig. A close friend of Barcelona's new record signing Ousmane Dembele, whom he played alongside in the junior ranks at French club Évreux FC. Upamecano is a defender with the world at his feet. The 18-year-old was tracked by Europe's biggest clubs after helping France win the European Under-17 Championships. Page 3. Sid Lowe delivers the latest on Barca's transfer targets, Messi's unsigned contract extension and players siding with Neymar. The football world is awash with gossip. Transfer Talk is monitoring the whispers ahead of all the summer moves. Check out the latest deals and potential deals here. Top story: Barca close in on Di Maria. We know what you are thinking, but this is not a hoax. Catalan newspaper Sport reports that Barcelona are close to agreeing on a €50 million deal to bring former Real Madrid star Angel Di Maria to the Camp Nou. The Blaugrana have endured a dismal summer and have so far failed to respond to the embarrassing exit of Neymar to Paris Saint-Germain. Lionel Messi has just 1 year remaining on his contract, though signing friend and Argentina colleague Di Maria could help convince him to finally put pen to paper on an extension. PSG are in need of funds from sales to balance the books for financial fair play after parting with almost £200 million to bring Neymar to the French capital, and Di Maria appears set to be the biggest casualty. The front page also reveals that Barca will make a final push for Philippe Coutinho, and that Ousmane Dembele's signing is almost impossible. Cover: Di Maria is coming. Barcelona finalized an agreement with PSG for €50 million variables. The player would sign for 4 years. Sportpic.twitter.com. Coich 7 Nausic Catalan edition at Catalan edition August 23, 2017. Live blog 23.15 BST. That just about does it for our live transfer talk for today. Check back in a few hours for the latest on Ousmane Dembele to Barcelona and all the other rumours and links from Friday's papers. Take care. 23.10 BST. Arsenal are reportedly open to offers for out of favour oft-injured midfielder Jack Wilshere. Wilshere, who spent last season on loan at Bournemouth, has been linked with clubs such as Aston Villa, Sampdoria and even Juventus, and appears set to finally leave the Emirates after nearly a decade. 22.55 BST. West Ham manager Slaven Bilic says he is quite confident that West Ham will ultimately complete the signing of Sporting Lisbon midfielder William Carvalho. The 25-year-old Portugal international will reportedly cost around £35 million, with West Ham having failed with an earlier bid of £32.5 million, 22.45 BSD. Chelsea may have more of a chance at Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain than once thought. Sportsmail understands the Gunners have now made a final contract offer to the England international worth £180,000 per week. The 24-year-old is likely to reject the offer, however, meaning Arsenal may look to recoup something for the English utility man rather than lose him for nothing next summer. Chelsea and Liverpool have been the two clubs most linked with the Ox. 22.35 BSD. Lionel Messi reunion with Pep Guardiola. Update at the Champions League draw. City Director of Football Taxi Kibergerishton seemed to dismiss the prospect of Lionel Messi moving from Barcelona. He said, "I heard a rumor he had signed a new contract. He's going to stay there." Messi moving to City always seemed like the longest of long shots, but Bergerishton's comments seem to confirm that Messi will not be leaving Spain this summer. Stay tuned. 22.25 BSD. Sources close to ESPN FC have confirmed that US Under-23 international Cameron Carter-Vickers will join Sheffield United on a season-long loan from Tottenham Hotspur. The 19-year-old made 4 appearances last season in the Cups for Spurs but has yet to appear in a Premier League game. 22.10 BSD. Wolves have reportedly turned down a £3 million offer for striker Nuha Dicko from Championship rival Hull City, according to the Express Star. Dicko scored 3 goals in 29 appearances last season for Wolves. 21.55 BSD. Done deal. Jose Semedo has left Sheffield Wednesday in favour of a dream move to hometown club Vitória Setúbal. Semedo, who is best known for being one of Cristiano Ronaldo's best buds, had been with Wednesday since 2011. 21.35 BSD. Done deal. Watford have made their 8th summer addition with the loan signing of Benfica winger André Carrillo. The Peru international scored just twice last season for Benfica, but when playing under Watford manager Marco Silva in 201,415 produced 7 goals and 18 assists. Camera with flash here. Here's Watford FC's newest signing. Welcome at 18 André Carrillo. honeybeepic.twitter.com orgkso fico. Watford FC at Watford August 24, 2017. 21.10 BSD. Done deal. A minor deal to mention in MLS. Real Salt Lake have purchased the contract of Nick Bessler from Real Monarchs. Bessler, the brother of veteran USMNT defender Matt Bessler, is a 24-year-old midfielder and had chipped in 3 goals and an assist so far this season for the Uzeding Monarchs. Full story. 20.58 BSD. Crystal Palace manager Frank de Boer is an admirer of Tottenham goalkeeper Michel Vorm, according to the Evening Standard. De Boer is in the market for a keeper to challenge Wayne Hennessy and reportedly likes the fact his fellow countryman Vorm is good with his feet. 20.50 BSD. Swansea are close to giving up on bringing in West Brom's Nacer Chadli, according to a report from the Birmingham Mail. Swansea were keen on the Belgian international as a replacement for Jiffy Sigurdsson, but have to this point refused to meet West Brom's £25 million asking price. 20.30 BSD. It's not Kylian Mbappé or Fabinho, but PSG have made another offer for a Champions League star. Italian journalist Alfredo Pedala reports that the Paris side have made an official offer for Napoli goalkeeper Pepe Reina. PSG offered to official per Reina 5 PIU 1 die bonus PIU il prestito di uno tra Areola. Il Napoli Cido a di PIU. Alfredo Pedala at Alfredo Pedala. August 24, 2017. PSG had all sorts of problems in goal last season with both Kevin Trapp and Alphonse Areola, while Reina had a bit of a falling out at Napoli after the club president Aurelio De Laurentiis took a verbal pop at his wife life season at an awards dinner. 1955 BSD. One transfer-related storyline from the Champions League draw. Chelsea will face Atletico Madrid with Diego Costa caught in the middle. The Spain striker has repeatedly said he wants to move to Atletico, and Chelsea club ambassador Paulo Ferreira told BT Sport it was difficult to say which club Costa would play for this year. 1930 BSD. After being drawn against Liverpool in the Champions League, Sevilla president Jose Castro is looking to bolster his defence. Right now we are looking to strengthen our left-back position and we hope to find a player before the end of the transfer window, he said. 1850 BST Juventus GM Beppe Marotta has confirmed that talks with Schalke to sign Benedikt Höwedes are advancing. "We've had contact and he has a very interesting profile," he revealed. "We still need to discuss his contract with him and then with Schalke, but maybe it's a little bit more than just a hypothesis." 18.32 BST Dortmund CEO Hans-Joachim Watzke has again said that no move has been made for Ousmane Dembele, but suggested the reports of a done deal are coming from Barcelona, who have not been the most accountable on the transfer dealings this summer. "A decision is nearing, but none has been made yet," he said. "It would be good if we had clarity at the weekend. We are not the club making those things public. There is no fixed agreement. We'll see about the rest." 17.57 BST Sunderland manager Simon Grayson has said Robert Snodgrass is not the only option as he looks to strike a loan deal for the West Ham man. He told a news conference, "If Snodgrass became available we would like to talk to him, but we have others in mind who we would like to talk to." 17.50 BST more on Oliver Burke's potential move from RB Leipzig to West Brom, and it seems this one could be moving pretty fast. Sky Sports reports that the winger is on his way to the Hawthorns for a medical. 17.35 BST Charlton Athletic manager Carl Robinson has said he wants to make sure the club get value for money in the search for a striker, explaining, "We've been rejected with 2 bids for an unnamed player and the player's club's valuation goes way above what we feel is right for the player." 17.15 BST So, to recap the Ousmane Dembele situation this afternoon, Barcelona have reached agreement with Borussia Dortmund for his transfer, according to multiple reports, although the German club's chief executive has declined to confirm them. Bein Sports first reported on Thursday that a deal had been agreed for a base fee of €120 million, and French newspaper L'Equipe and Spanish reporter Guillaume Balaguer both said the deal was likely to reach €150 million, with €30 million of that in bonus payments. However, Dortmund CEO Hans-Joachim Watzke said the club would not be commenting on the Dembele situation before the Champions League draw set to begin in Monaco on Thursday, and cast doubt on the foreign reports. 17.00 BST Crystal Palace could be thwarted in their attempts to sign RB Leipzig's former Nottingham Forest winger Oliver Burke, the Mail reports, with West Bromwich Albion having made a £15 million bid and set to hold talks with the Scotland international. 16.55 BST Done deal Wolves have signed Danish fullback Oscar Boer, who left Aarhus earlier this summer on a free transfer. The 19-year-old is a Denmark youth international. "We are delighted to announce the signing of Oscar Boer until June 2019 with the option of a further year. Welcome Oscar. Wolves Academy. www.fcpic.twitter.com F7 like Wolves Academy at Academy Wolves 24 August 2017. 16.50 BST Dortmund's Aki Watzke has said he cannot confirm L'Equipe's report that a deal has been agreed to sell Ousmane Dembele to Barcelona. Sky Germany quoted him as saying, "We will not make any comment. A lot of nonsense has been written by L'Equipe in recent weeks. We would also not comment on this whether there has already been a meeting between BVB and Barcelona. We'll see them at the Champions League draw." 16.35 BST over to France, where L'Equipe reports that a move to Barcelona for Ousmane Dembele is drawing ever closer. The paper says BVB and Barca have found a definitive agreement with the Borussia Dortmund for a transfer, and the eventual fee could reach €150 million, making the France international the second most expensive player in the world after Neymar. 16.10 BST He was strongly linked with a move away from Leicester in the winter transfer window, but now striker Leonardo Elo has signed a new contract until 2019, the club have announced. 16.00 BST Norwich City could make a move for Leeds United winger Stuart Dallas, the Yorkshire Evening Post reports. It says that Dallas' contract expires next summer, and with no new offer having been received, the Canaries believe they can take advantage of that situation. 15.50 BST Sunderland maintain hope that they can sign striker Ross McCormack on loan from Aston Villa, but could have to wait until Villa secure their own loan move for West Ham's Robert Snodgrass before a deal goes through, according to reports. 15.25 BST Not that long after Borussia Dortmund said Barcelona had to meet the demands if they were to sign sign Ousmane Dembele. Bein Sports reports that a fee of €120 million and €30 min add-ons has been agreed, so watch this space. 15.22 BST. Southampton's Japan international defender Maya Yoshida has signed a new 3-year contract at St Mary's. 15.15 BST. Done deal. Another one for you. Norwich City midfielder Ben Godfrey has joined League One Shrewsbury Town on loan until January. 15.07 BST. Done deal. Las Palmas have announced the signing of Barcelona midfielder Sergi Samper on loan until the end of the season. Las Palmas Wild for Barcelona _s Acuerd and La Season de Samper. https://coop1ear1sc1 Bienvenido Hans Clapping Pig. Twitter.com Krieg 2k3 UD Las Palmas @Toodlep _official August 24, 2017. 15.05 BST. Leicester City manager Craig Shakespeare is keeping calm even as transfer talk continues to surround star men Riyad Mahrez and Danny Drinkwater. Shakespeare told a news conference the speculation will be there on all our players. The speculation is always there, and I'm sure we will deal with that until the window closes. 15.00 BST. Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola said there could well be some outgoings before the close of the transfer window, and reports suggest defender Eliakim Mangala could be one of them, with Inter Milan keen to sign him on loan. 14.50 BST. Earlier this week, Brentford turned down a Middlesbrough bid for playmaker Jota, and now boss Dean Smith said that another offer from an unnamed squad has been received and rejected. Jota has also been linked with both Newcastle United and West Ham. 14.40 BST. Swansea boss Paul Clement has said he is unlikely to try to sign a new defender following an injury setback for Kyle Bartley. 14.31 BST. Just in case you needed a reminder of the form from a last season that convinced Manchester United to resign Zlatan Ibrahimovic, here it is. 28 Zlatan Ibrahimovic has scored 28 goals in all competitions for at Minuted 17, more than any other player since his debut. Encore. Pig.twitter.com 9nq2 gef Optajo Optajo August 24, 2017. 14.25 BST. After handing his number 9 shirt over to Romelu Lukaku, Zlatan Ibrahimovic will now be wearing the number 10 jersey for Manchester United. Zlatan.twitter.com E4 Manchester United at Minuted August 24, 2017. 14.20 BST. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who has been recovering from a knee injury, has had his say on his return to Manchester United. "I am back to finish what I started. It was always mine and the club's intention for me to stay. I cannot wait to get back out on the Old Trafford pitch, but I also know that I have to take my time to make sure that I am ready. I have been working hard and will continue to do so to make sure I am in the best possible condition for my return to the pitch." 14.15 BST. Done deal. Big news is Manchester United have confirmed that Zlatan Ibrahimovic has rejoined the club after signing a 1-year contract. Full story. And here's Ibrahimovic's own take on his return to Old Trafford. I United at Minuted. Pig.twitter.com to Revuvato Zlatan Ibrahimovic at Ibra_official August 24, 2017. 14.05 BST. Done deal. Leeds United striker Malik Wilks has joined League Two Accrington Stanley on loan until January after extending his contract at Elland Road. Newspaper LUFC are pleased to announce Malik Wilks has extended his contract until the end of the 20,182,019 campaign. https://t.cobzal1pafu pig.twitter.com Aki for 4DKR Leeds United at Larch August 24, 2017. 13.50 BST. Middlesbrough boss Gary Monk has said there could be more transfer action to come at the Riverside, telling a news conference, "We still have 1 or 2 things we want to do and we're hopeful we'll do them." 13.40 BST. Crystal Palace could make a move for Tottenham's former Swansea goalkeeper Michel Vorm, the London Evening Standard reports. 13.16 BST. Paris Saint-Germain are in advanced talks to sign Fluminense midfielder Wendell, a Brazilian source has told ESPN FC. According to the source, Wendell's PSG move is now just a matter of details after a verbal agreement was reached. Full story, 13.05 BST done deal. Hull have completed the signing of Arsenal midfielder John Torrell for an undisclosed fee. The former Barcelona man arrives on a 3-year deal, which includes the option to add a further year. Bookmark tabs. We're delighted to confirm the signing of John Torrell from Arsenal. Welcome home. pic.twitter.com 3 Superweg. Hull City at Hull City, August 24, 2017, 12.54 BST. Aston Villa manager Steve Bruce has admitted his interest in Jack Wilshere, but says he doubts the Championship club can sign the Arsenal midfielder. Who would want Jack Wilshere, but I don't know whether we're capable of landing him, he said. Full story, 12.41 BST. Valencia remain hopeful of completing a deal to sign Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Goncalo Guedes on loan, Marca claims, while they are also still interested in temporarily signing Manchester United's Andreas Pereira. 12.20 BST done deal. Huddersfield have made the 12th signing of the summer after bringing in right-back Florent Haddock-Jonage from Ingolstadt on a season-long loan. Full story. Confirmed. HTAFC has signed 23-year-old right-back Florent Haddock-Jonage from Ashanza on a season-long loan. https://d.co1u4xe3j at pic.twitter.com 71 Vavflow. Huddersfield Town attack.com August 24, 2017, 12.00 BST. Boca Juniors president Daniel Angeliki says his club is still waiting to receive Carlos Tevez' transfer fee from Shanghai Shenhua. The Chinese Super League club signed Tevez on a 2-year contract from Boca in December. Full story, 11.42 BST. Everton are set to fight it out with Newcastle for Sampdoria midfielder Dennis Praet, says The Times. Newcastle have sent scouts to watch Praet in action, but Everton are hoping to beat them to sealing an £18.5 million move. 11.25 BST. Jean-Michel Serres' agent has accused Paris Saint-Germain of driving up Barcelona's price for his client, despite having no real interest in the Nice man. It was possible to reach an agreement as Barcelona and Nice were negotiating, Franklin Mahler told RAC1. Now PSG is putting pressure on the club to take the player. They just want to do it to Barca. Full story, 11.08 BST. We have a done deal in the Championship, where Leeds have signed striker J-Roy Grot from Dutch Jupiler League side NEC Nijmegen. Writing hand LUFC are delighted to announce the signing of striker J-Roy Grot from Dutch Jupiler League side NEC Nijmegen. https://t.conf7fq1bp.twitter.com 6 dvubfuquite. Leeds United at large August 24, 2017, 10.52 BST. Shkodran Mustafi has been linked with a move to Inter Milan in recent weeks, and Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger remained coy over the defender's future this morning. It's difficult for me to speak about any individual cases because we are now in the final 7 days of the transfer market, he told a news conference. It's always very difficult to predict what will happen there. 10.30 BST. Brighton's record signing Jose Izquierdo is now free to play for his new club after they received international clearance from the Football Association and registered the transfer with the Premier League. BHAFC's record signing Jose Izquierdo has now received international clearance. https://d.co64cq9zi5pic.twitter.com 2dhnff60 BHAFC Soccer Ball at Official Albage August 24, 2017 10.20 BST. Borussia Dortmund have told Barcelona to meet the demands or forget about signing Ousmane Dembele. We have made our ideas quite clear to them. Either Barcelona meets them or they do not, Dortmund sporting director Michael Zorc said. Full story, 10.03 BST. Lionel Messi in a Manchester City shirt. That could be a reality this time next summer, according to The Sun, which claims that the Barcelona star's father has spoken to the Premier League side about the possibility of a move to England for his son next year. 9:46 British Summertime. L'Equipe is reporting that Paris Saint-Germain and Monaco have an agreement in principle for Kylian Mbappé, which would see the Ligue 1 champions receive a fee of around €140 million plus a PSG player. Lucas Moura is PSG's preferred option, but Javier Pastore and Julian Draxler are also said to be possibilities. 9:32 British Summertime. Aubameyang has told AC Milan that he wants to decide where he plays this season, with the club having received offers from Torino and Spartak Moscow for him. I would just like to choose where I go and play and not have other people decide for me, he said. Full story. 9:14 British Summertime. Arsène Wenger has also revealed at his news conference that Arsenal have given up on the pursuit of Thomas Lemar. Full story. Wenger says Thomas Lemar deal is dead because I think Monaco has closed the door definitely. Matthias Carrain at Matthias Carrain, August 24, 2017, 9:10 British Summertime. Plenty of talk this morning about Chelsea closing in on a £35 million deal for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Well, Arsène Wenger has said at a news conference this morning that the Arsenal side needs to be built around him going forward. Wenger won't comment on reported Chelsea bid for Ox, but says he's one of the players that the team has to be built around in the future. Matthias Carrain at Matthias Carrain, August 24, 2017, 8:50 British Summertime. Could Cristiano Ronaldo make a shock exit from Real Madrid before the transfer window closes? That's what reports in Spain are suggesting, by claiming he is unhappy in the country given his tax evasion case and now his 5-match ban for pushing a referee. Manchester United may want to be on alert. 8:33 British Summertime. And while we're still on the subject of Barcelona, Mundo Deportivo is claiming that the La Liga side have been offered Leon Goretzka by Schalke. The Bundesliga club would rather sell Goretzka to a non-rival this summer than risk losing him for free when his contract expires next year. 8:19 British Summertime. But if Barcelona don't succeed in signing Philippe Coutinho, they could turn their attention to Willian. The Times reports, with Chelsea bracing themselves for an offer from the Catalan club for the Brazilian. 8:05 British Summertime morning all, and welcome back to another day of transfer talk. First up, we start with a certain Philippe Coutinho, who, according to Yahoo Sport, is considering making a public statement about his frustration at being at Liverpool in order to force through a move to Barcelona. This saga looks like carrying on right up until the end of the transfer window. Mbappé faces real dilemma. Monaco wonder. Kylian Mbappé faces the tough decision of joining his dream club Real Madrid or making twice as much to move to PSG. Currently earning just £16,000 per week with Les Rouges et Blancos, Sky Sports' Carve Solhekal reports that Real will offer him £120,000 per week to join his idol, Cristiano Ronaldo, at the Bernabeu. But Monaco's League One rivals are offering a staggering £320,000 per week for the 18-year-old to move back to his hometown in the French capital. Any eventual move before the deadline would likely make Mbappé the second most expensive player in the world after Neymar and place huge pressure on the forward to maintain his incredible rise ahead of next summer's World Cup. PSG offering Kylian Mbappé 1,900% pay rise. If he moves from Monaco, weekly wage would go from £16,000 to £320,000. Real Madrid offer £120,000. Carve Solhekal at Sky. Carve, August 23, 2017. Chelsea up offer for Drinkwater. Chelsea are ready to raise their offer to £32 million for Leicester midfielder Danny Drinkwater, according to The Sun. In a shock move, the Blues could occasionally pair the England international with N'Golo Kante after the Premier League winning partnership. The champions are continuing to pursue Drinkwater, despite Antonio Conte's successful experiment with David Luiz in midfield against Tottenham at Wembley last weekend. The Foxes are determined to negotiate hard, though, as they appear to have done so successfully with Roma over Riyad Mahrez, with the asking price set at £40 million for Drinkwater. Craig Burley sounds off on Diego Costa and supports Chelsea standing firm on the striker's behaviour since last season. But that's not all. Chelsea appear to be the busiest club as the transfer window approaches its final week, with The Telegraph reporting that the Blues want to finalise a £35 million move for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. The Gunners' star could be joined by Ross Barkley, likely to be worth £25 million, with Spurs also in the hunt. Together with Drinkwater, Chelsea would be spending roughly £100 million on homegrown talent, while Alex Sandro remains a key target despite Juventus insisting that the Brazilian is not for sale. Tapen's Juventus have dropped the idea of prematurely recalling Leonardo Spinazzola from Atalanta and are now focusing on Ricardo Pereira from Porto, according to Corriere dello Sport. The 23-year-old is now back with the Dragos after 2 seasons on loan with Nice, and Massimiliano Allegri appears keen due to the Portugal international's ability to play both as a full-back and as a winger. The Corriere dello Sport report adds that Inter Milan might also be doing some of the shopping in Portugal this summer, as Luciano Spalletti is keen on Porto's Philippe and Benfica's Lisandro Lopez. The Nerazzurri have made a new centre-back a priority for the closing days of the window and have also been linked with a loan move for Manchester City's Eliaquim Mangala. Follow @Spench on Twitter to keep up with the latest football updates.